Greetings to all 7th graders, elsewhere you are, everywhere you are. Welcome to our favorite program. This is Mr. Linus, taking you through the civics lesson, particularly on the topic, the Constitution of the United Republic of Tanzania, under which we have the subtopic which is the structure of the government of the United Republic. When we talk about the structure of the government of the United Republic, actually we mean the composition of the United Republic of Tanzania as far as the government are concerned. In the United Republic of Tanzania, before we discuss about the structure of the government of the United Republic of Tanzania, we must know first of all the historical background of our country. Because as we know, the United Republic, or when we say the structure of the United Republic, the government of the United Republic, over there we have the word United Republic. So when you say the United Republic over there, that means we have something which must be traced back. We have our country called Tanzania, but this is the United Republic. We have our government, which is called the Government of the United Republic of Tanzania, which we are going to look at just in a few minutes to come. So the structure of the government of the United Republic, actually, as I said before, we must consider first of all how our nation was formed. Remember, Tanzania is a union of two nations, Tanganyika and Zanzibar. Before Tanzania was born, we had two independent nations. And actually, when you consider the government of the United Republic, actually over here now, we must consider some historical events. That means this structure of the government of the United Republic was preceded by several events. One of them, or the first event, actually there are so many events, but here we just want to highlight very few events. One is all about the independence. Sorry. Of course, yeah, we can say the independence. Independence of Tanganyika. I said before that the government, the United Republic of Tanzania is a nation but made up of two independent states. The first one is Tanganyika, and the second one is Zanzibar. And therefore, to come up with the government of the United Republic having its own very remarkable structure, we need first of all to trace all these historical events. One is the independence of Tanganyika. Tanganyika, as we know, before was colonized, and before even the colonialism, Tanganyika was just a free state. Actually, we did not have any colonial boundaries. We had our own local chiefs, but later on, actually, we were colonized we started with the Germans, then there came the British, you see, and finally we got independence. And the independence of Tanganyika was attained on 9th December 1962. Sorry, excuse me, that was 1961. 1961. That was the independence of Tanganyika. After having suffered a lot from the colonialists, finally we got independence from the colonialists in 1961 or 19th December. But another event over here considering only Tanganyika, that was the Republic of Tanganyika. Tanganyika got independence, as I said before, that on 9th December 1961. But 1 year later, or it was on 9th December 1962, Tanganyika became a republic. This is all about Tanganyika. We were colonized, but later on we got independence on 9th December 1961. Later on, 1 year later, we became a republic on 9th December 1962. But another event here, that is number 3, that is the independence of Zanzibar. Independence of Zanzibar. The people of Zanzibar were also colonized, but later on they also struggled and finally got independence. And this was on 10th December 1963. But this independence was regarded as a fake independence because it did not actually meet the interests of the people of Zanzibar. And therefore that's why later on, after a few days, actually, they had to arrange for a revolution. And therefore, over there we go to another event, which is the Zanzibar Revolution. Zanzibar Revolution. The people of Zanzibar, under the leadership of Sheikh Abeid Amani Karume the Late, organized the Revolution of Zanzibar, which gave them a complete independence, because this Revolution of Zanzibar made the people of Zanzibar enjoy, made the people of Zanzibar meet what they demanded. And this was on 12th January 1964. 1964. This was the fourth event. Remember, this is all about trying to trace back to see how where our country came from. So after all this, there came the last now. The last event. This is the union. The union between Tanganyika and Zanzibar. Tanganyika and Zanzibar. This union between Tanganyika and Zanzibar actually took place on 26th April 1964. Now here, the two independent states, Tanganyika and the other one, which is Zanzibar, united. There was the union between Tanganyika and Zanzibar. Now, from this, the union between Tanganyika and Zanzibar, then we got a new nation. We got a new nation called the United Republic of Tanganyika and Zanzibar. I'm repeating. This is the United Republic of Tanganyika and Zanzibar. On that very day of the union, we actually united, is it true, but the name of the country, or the country which was born on that day, was the United Republic of Tanganyika and Zanzibar. But later on, this was the country which was born over here, was the United Republic of Tanganyika and Zanzibar, and the United Republic of Tanganyika and Zanzibar. This was a new nation which was born on 26th April 1964. But later on, the name, there was a change of name. Change of name. Different sources say the name was changed from the United Republic of Tanganyika and Zanzibar to the United Republic of Tanzania. This was on 29th October 1964. So we got a new name called Tanzania, and therefore our country became the United Republic of Tanzania. Now, let's see, who are these founders, the founders of the Union? Now, the founders of the Union were two. Our very leaders, we respected them. We have one, that was Mwalimu Julius Kambarage Nyerere. And two was Sheikh Abeid Aman Karume. These were the pioneers of our union. But Julius Kambarage Nyerere was representing the people of Tanganyika, the Tanganyikans. Then Sheikh Abeid Aman Karume also represented the people of Zanzibar. On 26th April 1964, we got a new nation, the United Republic of Tanganyika and Zanzibar, which was later renamed the United Republic of Tanzania, but which was later renamed the United Republic of this was the United Republic of Tanganyika and Zanzibar, but later renamed the United Republic of Tanzania. Now, already we have our country called the United Republic of Tanzania through all that historical, all that history, okay, all historical background that were colonized Tanganyika and Zanzibar, but later on we united, forming our new country, the United Republic of Tanzania. Now, the government of the United Republic over here we are talking about, okay? Here, this is the government which actually is operating in the United Republic, in this new country, the United Republic of Tanzania. Now, the country is called the United Republic of Tanzania. This country, United Republic of Tanzania, has a government, but its government actually has its own structure. And when we talk about the structure of this government, we mean the system that operates in Tanzania, leadership that operates in Tanzania. And here, when we talk of Tanzania, we are talking about Tanganyika, or that means mainland Tanzania and Tanzania Zanzibar. Tanzania Zanzibar, that is the Isles of Zanzibar, or Tanzania Isles. So here we are talking about a country which is a combination of two independent states, and we have our own government over here. But this government actually is having its own structure, in which we have two governments. The first government here, now here this is all about the structure. We are talking about the structure of the government in the United Republic. Structure of the government in the United Republic. Now here we have two governments. The first government over here is the government of the United Republic. The government of the United Republic, and secondly, we have the revolutionary government of Zanzibar. The government of the United Republic of Tanzania is led by the government by the president of the United Republic, who is currently our beloved president, Mr. John Pombe, or Dr. John Pombe Magufuli. But the revolutionary government of Zanzibar is also led by another president. This is the president of Zanzibar, who is currently Dr. Ali Mohammed Shein. Now, we must know, each government here has its own authority in the United Republic. To start with, the government of the United Republic of Tanzania the government of the United Republic of Tanzania This government of the United Republic of Tanzania has the authority over all. This has authority over all union matters and the matters of mainland Tanzania. I'm repeating, the government of the United Republic of Tanzania has authority over all union matters and the matters of mainland Tanzania. Over all union matters and matters of mainland Tanzania. Mainland Tanzania. So, when we say the mainland Tanzania over here, mainland Tanzania is now that part of the union which was formerly called Tanganyika. But today, that is according to the Constitution of the United Republic, then that is mainland Tanzania. So this government has the authority over all union matters and the matters of mainland Tanzania. But we have again another one, the second one, which is the revolutionary government of Zanzibar. And before we go to the revolutionary government of Zanzibar, I would like to make you aware that these union matters we are talking about, Tanganyika and Zanzibar, as we said, united to form the United Republic of Tanzania. We made one country, but we united in several matters. Not all matters, our union is a union in several issues. As we know, when we united in 1964, we had only 11 union matters, and therefore we united in 11 matters only. But today, our union is very stable. Today, our union is very stable, and we have about, according to the Constitution of the Republic of Tanzania, we have about 22 union matters. So as you can see, our union is growing day after day, becoming stable every day. We had only 11 matters, but today we have about 22 union matters. The second government, that is the revolutionary government of Zanzibar. Revolutionary government of Zanzibar. This revolutionary government of Zanzibar, this has authority over all non-union matters. Non-union matters in Tanzania, Zanzibar. So when we say Tanzania, Zanzibar, that is Zanzibar itself. That is the official name for Zanzibar, Tanzania, Zanzibar, and this is according to the Constitution of the United Republic of Tanzania. Therefore, the revolutionary government of Zanzibar is has authority over all non-union matters in Tanzania, Zanzibar. When you say non-union matters, we mean the matters for Zanzibar only. But in the union matters, those are dealt with by the government of the United Republic of Tanzania, which is led by the President of the United Republic of Tanzania. And the non-union matters are dealt with all. Of course, are dealt with by the revolutionary government of Zanzibar, which is led by the President of the revolutionary government of Zanzibar. Dear leaders, up to that juncture, I would like to say that that is the end of our lesson today. Thank you for watching. Congratulations, and welcoming you again for the second lesson. Thank you.